Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is just another sort of end of month review video. Basically, the footage you are watching is me doing some basic housekeeping, back end kind of stock management. I'm creating little cards. I'm getting so many savings challenges now that I don't want to end up getting confused. And one of my favorite YouTubers, Catherine from Catnip Studios, suggested using SKU, stop keeping units, like codes to keep track of my challenges. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to be making those just so I can organize all my challenges so that when you order them in my Etsy store, you're going to get the one that you've ordered, and I'm not going to mix it up with something else. So that aside, let's crack on with this month. So February is a weird month for me. I've really struggled to keep track of everything on paper, and it showed. I'm struggling again this month so far because although I've got things written down, it's not matching up, and I'm struggling with it. It is something I'm going to try and improve, but it's a work in progress, aren't we all? Progress, not perfection, as I like to try and convince myself is the way forward. But March was pretty successful. I finished, if you watch my other videos, you'll see that I finished my very first savings challenge, my scratch off budget with Ira Zircon challenge. That was £450. That paid off our balance for our holiday, so that's all paid now. That's completely sorted. That's in the bag, so I didn't have to worry about that. I've got another one that I'm just about to finish. It's £500, and that's our spending money sorted as well. I'm so happy that we've got everything done in advance. The other huge one that we did, and it wasn't budgeted, but I had I jiggled some bits around and was like, do you know what? We can probably manage. Just get it gone, get it cleared. It was my husband's MBNA credit card. That's now paid off completely, zero balance, nothing on it. So I'm so happy. That's freeing up £100 a month. That's going to be split between my Argos card and what was it paying that off? Something on my husband's. I think we're paying it off. We've still got a large balance on the Barclay card, so he's put the extra £50 onto that. So we've split that payment purely because that's on an interest-free. The Barclay card is an interest-free balance transfer, and that will be paid now with that extra £50 a month. That's going to be paid before the interest-free period ends, so that's going to save us money. Yeah, it's just all seems to be going a little too well. When you're just thinking, right, what's coming, what's going on. I mean, my husband's job still, it's just not looking great, honestly. It's he's doing okay, bless his heart. He's really not happy, but he's trying. He's going out to the arse end of nowhere basically. Now they've moved him to the factory. They've moved him to is we're grateful that he's been moved and he's not been laid off, because it would have been tough, but it's not great, and the industry is in it's really hard to find other places. He's done this job for 20 years. 20 years this year. He'll have been, well, longer than that, because he started it in work experience at school, and he's 40 this year, so yeah, a bit longer than 20 years. It's insane. And the new guys have come in and took over, and it's a mess. It's just a mess. But at the moment he's still got an income. We're incredibly grateful for that. Um, the kids are doing okay. Things are ticking over with them. My daughter's doing her swimming, so she's really enjoying that. She's really loving that. My son, thankfully, he goes to a special needs school, and they've just this week started taking him swimming, and he really loves it. And I'm so happy about that, because that was my worry. We're going to Centre Parks for the pool. Let's be honest. That's why a lot of people go, and we're going for the pool, and the fact that both kids are going to be able to swim and enjoy it, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I've got a slightly better month this month, purely because we don't have to pay so much rent this month, and we don't have any council tax this month. But as of April, I don't know what's going to happen. I've still got to be quite careful this month because we have the dreaded switch to universal credit, which means we're going to go from tax credits every single week to having, well, 5 weeks with no income basically. And the thought of it is terrifying me. I'm not going to lie. I am used to budgeting weekly. Although the wages is my husband's wages is monthly. But yeah, we have the tax credits weekly, so it's a bit scary to go from the weekly to the monthly. I'm not relishing the idea. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do it, but we'll get through it. We've got backup savings. That's my main thing, so that we don't have to rely on getting an advance and then having that paid back in dribs and drabs. But yeah, the bills are coming down. The debts are coming down. I've got some papers in front of me if I can find the right page, because I had a breakdown of our debt, and that's not the page I was looking for. But I mean, our starting debt last year, I think it was October last year, was £20,661. £20,600 in debt. Most of that was the car, which is interest free because it was a loan. We're very, very, very lucky that we was going to get it on finance, and a family member basically said, look, I've got the money, if you want to have it and save the interest, um, just take it and pay back when you can. We are paying over the odds on that. We're paying as much as we can reasonably afford. We should be paying that for another 3 to 4 years. I think it's 3.5 years. But my goal is, assuming everything goes fine with husband's job, or he can find something else around roughly the same pay grade, all the debts should be clear. Our current debt total is 16,000 at the end of February, 16,818. So we've done almost £4,000 of debt. So we are paying about £1,000 a month at the moment. A lot of that was going on to a couple of high interest accounts. They're now gone. So that means we're basically almost interest free. There's very little now that incurs any interest. So we can just bang off, and whatever we bang off that debt is coming off the debt itself. It's coming off the main payment rather than just being eaten by interest. So yeah, so all is going well for this month. I am terrified for what April is going to bring because of the changeover to universal credit. I'm not relishing the idea of that. Also, my son's disability benefits are up for review in June, so that could also change our income drastically. Although I don't class his benefits as, in bunny ears income, but it is, it's part of the household income, but we use it mostly is put aside for things for him that he needs. That's what that money is for. But yeah, so it's looking good this month. The end of month review for March should be great. I will, stay tuned for frankly, the shit show that is going to be April's review. I'm going to try my best to stay on target, and we'll see how we go. I hope March is a wonderful month for all of us. I hope the sun shines and everyone achieves everything they want to achieve. Let's see if we can crack it together. Take care. Bye.